Our motoring tip of the week concerns suspension noises. They can be really difficult to pinpoint and diagnose and really bothersome to the motorist. Now, I get a lot of my clients coming in complaining of suspension noise in their vehicles. In fact, this particular vehicle we've got today is a friend of mine. I bumped into him at his workplace and he told me he had a knocking, rattling, clunking sound in his front suspension, and he'd already had it checked out and he had an estimate on replacing the front upper strut mounts on both sides of this vehicle. Expensive parts, only available from the dealership, lots of labor, a wheel alignment at the end. It was about a $1,000 proposition to do this repair. When he painted the picture for me verbally of how this vehicle was acting, it just didn't quite sound right to me. I said, Saeed, make sure you don't spend that money until I get a chance to look at the vehicle. Next day I went to his workplace. He rocked the vehicle while I got underneath so we could pinpoint the noise. Now, this is the real tip this week, is how to zero in on this noise. So if you're able to produce the noise without the vehicle running or in motion, you're way ahead of the game. And in many cases, you can do that. So what you want to do is get enough purchase or enough leverage on the vehicle to rock that suspension back and forth till you hear the noise. Then you need a second person to zero in on where that noise is coming from, because when you start the vehicle up and put it in gear and get going down the road, you've got road noise, tire noise, engine noise, all kinds of other noises that muddy the water or cloud the issue. So if you can produce the noise in the parking lot, which in this case we could, you're way ahead of the game. Now, the culprit in this case and in many cases is the stabilizer links. Now, the front stabilizer bar keeps the vehicle flat and level when you're cornering. If you see Graham Fletcher going through the pylon course, the front stabilizer bar and these links is really getting a workout, preventing that vehicle from leaning over excessively. Now, they're a little ball and socket joint. This one's brand new, so it's nice and tight, but when it's been under the car for a couple of seasons, they can get worn out, loose, and they start making a knocking or banging noise, that noise that you heard us at the beginning of the segment producing. It's very bothersome to the driver, and it's pretty easy to replace this little component. This particular one was about $35, so make sure that you get the vehicle checked out, and if the noise is as a result of wear in this stabilizer link, you're going to be way ahead of the game just replacing the bad stabilizer links rather than changing some other components and going through a wheel alignment after you change those components, then finding out that this was your culprit. That's your motoring tip of the week.